I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice.
Yeah, cookie.
Come on now, who do you think you are?
We got hang of it.
Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy.
All right, two quick things. We'd like to remind everybody, please take your seats. You'll be able to watch on the Jumbotron. We also need to make sure that quarterfinal rounds 1 and 2 are completely inspected. We're looking for teams 1474, 2386, 2103, 213, 88, 246, and 2593 for inspection now. Thank you.
Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. And there's no coincidence I've come. And I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I noticed my girl wasn't on my side. Could've sworn I was dreaming, for her I was fiending, so I had to take a little ride. Backtracking on these few years, trying to figure out what I do to make it go bad. Cause ever since my girl left me, my whole life came crashing and I'm so lonely, Mr. Lonely. I have nobody.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the chairman of the Boston Regional Committee and president of TEDBED, Mark Hodosh.
You guys are doing awesome. How are you having in terms of a lot of fun? We having fun? So I'm going to move this along. I know we're a little delayed. And before we begin Blueman Group, I want to introduce a special guest who's joined us today. Congressman Jim Langevin from Rhode Island is here, who represents us a great example of someone who supports first as an individual and as a member of Congress. Please help me welcome Jim Langevin.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Mark. And I just want to welcome you all here today to the first Boston Regional First Competition. This is such an outstanding program. And I want to know, first of all, are you having a good time? Are you sure? All right. Do you love FIRST Robotics? Let me hear it for FIRST Robotics. All right. Well, I have been a longtime supporter of this program and a good friend of Dean Kamen. Dean's someone who has really captured the imagination of so many people, especially our young people, to go into the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We all need your creativity and your ability to dream to solve the problems of tomorrow. You're here both having fun, but exploring and challenging yourself to overcome the technical obstacles that make the robots work and to make this program a success. But you know, the skills that you acquire here are going to be of great value to you as you go out into the working world, as you go through school and you're ready to start your own careers. But we need your creative talents right now more than ever. Now, you know that our economy is in crisis. As a member of the United States Congress, we're dealing with this every day right now, trying to get us out of this mess that's been created. Well, the way that we're going to keep our nation strong and we're going to grow our economy is by creating the jobs of the 21st century. And that's where all of you come in. We're depending on you to help keep America strong. For all of us in the Congress, for all of us that support FIRST, we believe in you. We believe in your ability to test yourself and challenge yourself. You are all going to be the job creators, the innovators of tomorrow, the problem solvers, again, the job creators. And we need to harness your technical challenges and your abilities and your ability to have great vision and to dream. We want you to know that each of you are limited only by the bounds of your own imagination. Now, when I say problem solving, what does that mean? What does it mean to Dean Kamen? Well, Dean, as I've come to know him, is a brilliant inventor with a social conscience. And the list of things that he's invented go on forever. Things like the Segway. Is also his new water purification machine. His robot arm that he's developing with the support of the Defense Department. And he's also played a role in my life because he's also creator of this iBot. I've been paralyzed for almost 28 years when I had an accident as a teenager, as a young police cadet. And during that time, I've used a wheelchair since that time, for more than 28 years now. The first time I met Dean Kamen was when he rolled into my office in the iBot. And what an eye-opener that was, and something that changed my life. I've since taken it all over the world, and it made my life and many others much more independent. But Dean's a problem solver. He sees a problem and works to solve it. All of you can do the same thing. And we are counting on you to be the next problem solvers, the people that create the next iBot, or the next Google, or the next Microsoft. And someone in this room, maybe all of you, are going to do it. We all believe in you, and we're anxious to see what you're going to do next. Congratulations on being here. I think you're all winners. Congratulations on what you're doing to be competitive, to be thinkers outside the box, and again, to challenge yourself. Because as I said, each of you are limited only by the bounds of your own imagination, and we believe in you. Congratulations.
All right, we're almost there. There are a lot of people to thank. I'm not going to name them all. You can see your sponsors up here, but one big hand for the sponsors that helped make this all happen. One of those sponsors has helped make this show happen, and that's the MathWorks, so big hand to the MathWorks. Our special guests this year are best known for their wildly popular theatrical shows that combine music, comedy, and multimedia theatrics to produce a totally unique form of entertainment. You guys can see them every week at the Charles Playhouse in the Theater District, and for the month of March, they're offering a special 18 and under Kids Go Free. So if you want more information, check out blueman.com/kids. You can go watch them for free. It's my pleasure to welcome back the Blueman Group for the second year to the Boston First Regional. Let's hear it for Blueman Group.
Right now, there is a virtually invisible network which links together millions of people who would otherwise be completely isolated from each other. This exciting technology has grown to become an incredibly complex web of connections that is so large and difficult to track that it would be practically impossible to estimate its total size. And even though most of us live alone in urban isolation, this system represents one of the few ways all of our lives are intertwined. This system is modern plumbing. The material that gets deposited into the system all flows in one direction, away. No matter where you are in the system, your input into it always flows away. There are, however, some exceptions. There are times when blockages or sudden pressure changes can cause the flow to suddenly reverse directions. This means that the materials traveling through the system take on temporary upstreaming capability. In extreme cases, this causes the materials to push up and out through the input terminals and into the dwelling area. This kind of phenomenon is what we mean when we say that a system has become interactive.
Now it's time for you to create your first rock masterpiece. To get in the right mindset, take a moment to play a few songs by some of the legendary rock stars that came before you. Now let's review some of the standard rock concert movements you will want to perform with your audience. Rock concert movement number 1. The basic head bob. Ready, go. Rock concert movement number 2. The one-armed fist pump. Ready, go. Rock concert movement number 10. Getting a closer look at the audience. Ready, go. Concert movement number 6. The two-armed upward thrust with yell. Ready, go. Rock concert movement number 4. The behind the head leg stretch. Ready, go.
43 regionals in 3 countries, only in Boston. The Blueman Group. The creativity, the performance we just witnessed will be overshadowed this afternoon by what's going to happen on that field now. We've got robots ready to go to battle. We will crown champions. Boston is the city of champions, baby, and we are crowning 2 more today. On the field, our Chairman's Award. But we know, robots ain't easy, people. Takes a lot of thought, planning, build season to go into this. We know that there are many people in the house right now who have no idea what this game is. Some of us have been playing it for a few weeks. The game is called Lunacy. The challenge changes every year. This year's game, different than every other game. But one thing remains the same. First is about gracious professionalism. It's not just about winning. First is about treating your competitors with respect, how you want to be treated. Just to give you a little primer on this year's game, we've got a video to help you out. The Lunacy game animation video, if we could roll it now.
Welcome to the 2009 First Robotics Competition and this year's game, Lunacy. Lunacy is played on a 27 by 54 foot field known as the Crater. Alliances of 3 teams are each positioned in bases at each end of the field, from where they control their robots. Additional outpost player stations are located along the edges of the crater. The crater is covered with a slick polymer material called